the only half century of the innings, 73 of 70 balls. He looked like he had an opportunity to bat till the 50th over, but it wasn't to be. Initial circumspect, and then when that wicket came, he must have been frustrated because there was 100 there for the taking.
There was 100 there was enough, and if he was there at one end, perhaps other batsmen could have taken less risks, just played it on. India, one of the things they look at is saying that we should have batted at least 50 overs. I mean, forget about what score we reached out there, and they would be really disappointed to be that short, What, 41.2 we ended up on? 8.4 overs? 8.2 overs, that's a lot of overs you've left on the table. And I think that is the one thing that sides like India, we forget that we've been a fantastic batting side for a very, very long time. This is a very rare situation in India where an Indian team is getting knocked over with 8 overs still.
152 for 4 in the 33rd over. You're still saying, yes, you've lost 4 wickets. You don't have a huge batting lineup, but your all-rounders are to come in the company of KL Rahul, plus a Deepak Chahar. So really to get another 34 for 6 at the back end of that would have been disappointing.
Absolutely. And I think one of the things that Shakib did that very well, he came back, that those wickets of Chahar that he got, those 2 wickets at the end were also equally crucial. I mean, he just pinned them back at a time when you said that, okay, India is playing literally 4 all-rounders. If you count Thakur as an all-rounder, you have Thakur, you have Chahar, you have Washington Sundar, you have 4 all-rounders in the middle. And he just managed to negate that complete advantage that India had. The depth that India seemed to have, he negated it completely with the second spell.
But DK, as part of the preparation we talked about, you mentioned something on Cricbuzz Combox where you said, maybe it's a good thing that India have lost those 3 wickets. At least the middle order will get tested. Some boxes were ticked, and that one was KL Rahul for sure.
Definitely. I think KL Rahul batted really well today, absorbed pressure, played some good shots. He's got 9 boundaries in his 73 and 4 of them being sixes. So he's taken on the bowling at times, and and in between, obviously, he's played those singles as well. So that is something that is very good for India. You need somebody at number 5 who can obviously switch gears. We all know the talent that KL Rahul is. So switching gears is not a problem. It's the initial bit of playing spin as soon as he goes. He did that really well today. So of all the tick boxes that's possible, like you would say, GB, I think KL Rahul was a big tick today with the way he handled pressure and the way he was able to throw back pressure at well at times. And that you could see in the 100+ strike rate that he has got today, whereas the rest of the others got an opportunity but didn't get going.
Yeah, interesting point he makes about being adaptable at that position, because you'll come in at times at 10 for 3, at times you'll come in at 200 for 3 with a handful of overs left, and you have to come in with a completely different mindset.
Exactly. I mean, that's the difference between opening, which is a slot that he's done so much for India, and the white ball is the whole thing about that's your setting conditions, and 4 and 5 are reactive situations. You're reacting to a situation that's already happened. And it takes even more skill perhaps sometimes to react to a situation, because situations can be vastly different. And in this case, we lost 2 wickets early, and we were again in a situation where he had to do a lot of work. Then when things start getting there, Washington Sundar and him stitching together something, Sundar goes, and you have another mini collapse happening. So I think those are the kind of situations that he batted through, that he managed to keep that strike rate and he managed to keep it going for that long was excellent. We would have loved to see him go further on, because, that was what happened. Had he lasted another 4-5 overs, 6-7 overs, maybe things would have been different.